it all becomes a numbers game. Who can talk the most people into voting? Which I believe is unpatriotic. Yes, my friends. I believe you telling someone to vote who doesn't want to vote, or you guilting someone into vote by saying, well, if you don't vote, you can't bitch. I think it's unpatriotic. I think it does not serve the country. I think it is harmful to the moral and intellectual fabric of our country and our position as a global leader. Here's why. I'm not worried about voter turnout. And in fact, I think anybody who tells you to worry about voter turnout, that you need to vote no matter what, you just need to make a decision, is really telling you that's a lie. What they are telling you is a lie. What they are really telling you is vote for my candidate. So no matter what they are, if they are a Republican-leaning voter, if they are a third-party-leaning voter, if they are a Democrat-leaning voter, if they say, listen, man, you just got to get out there and vote. You got to get your voice heard. What they're really saying is vote for my candidate because I want my candidate to win. And that's fine if you just say that. If you say, I want my candidate to win, allow me a chance to talk you into my candidate. That's a fair and open, honest discussion. If you say you need to vote no matter what, then you're lying. You're a liar. You would prefer they not vote than vote for the opponent. Because you want your guy to win. If you want a guy to win, then you don't want him not to win. That would be a logical fallacy. So when MTV does these big drives, you have to question it. I think anybody who does get out the vote drives, you need to question it. I think churches that do get out the vote drives, you need to understand that they want candidates that serve their interest in there. I think MTV wants candidates that serve their interest in there, and they want demographics that are historically favorable to candidates they like to get out there and vote. It's just that simple. And if you don't, if you don't understand that, and you don't see the fact, if you don't look at every political machination by anybody, when anybody talks about voting, as just that simple cattle herding strategy, that's all politics is. Make sure that the cows get into the booth and stomp on the right ticket. That's it. Low voter turnout is not a problem. It really isn't. You know who has high voter turnouts? Dictatorships. When Saddam Hussein was in Iraq, he had voter turnouts that were like 99.9%. And he would win with 89% of the vote. You know? Think about it like this. If we have a very low voter turnout, but everybody who voted was very, very educated's a weird word. Oh, and by the way, Tranquil Vision and Jay Thatcher 78 says they would behead the remaining 11. No, I mean, even dictators have an element of theater to them, and they kind of always want to seem like the underdog on some level, even if they're absolutely in power. If everybody who voted really cared about it, if nobody who voted was just voting because somebody was hassling them, I think we'd have better elections. I think we might have even incrementally better presidents. And I think if we had better leadership and better presidents, then our nation's better. And to dilute our voting, our body, to dilute the voting body, people don't care. I have a hard time seeing how that's great. If people don't want to vote, then don't vote. You don't need to. And you're not bad for not voting, by the way. I might not vote this year, just as a symbol to this. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think not voting. You know what? Don't vote. That's my call. My Jury Friday clarion call is don't vote. I challenge you to not vote. If you don't care, then be a patriotic American and sit home. And bitch. People say, oh, if you don't vote, you can't bitch. Bitch too. Of course you can bitch. That's why we have a First Amendment. First Amendment doesn't say only vote. And then free speech. It's free speech. Do whatever you want. Scream and yell. Get on Justin TV. Get in Man vs. Games chat room and scream and yell all you want and bitch about anything. Doesn't matter. We live in a beautiful society where you can do that. You don't need to vote to do that. You can bitch about anything. Be a patriotic American. If you don't care, don't vote. One care, one vote. No cares, no vote. And don't worry about it. All right, let's take a break. We got all sorts of stuff coming up, including a couple new podcasts that are going to be